there we have the defense of the Finns. The one name that's not on that defense is number 32. Henry Rutala, who played both ways as offense and defense. Had a great last two games. You'll see him here on the offensive side, number 32. Sebastian Bernson, the quarterback.
Will receive the opening kickoff of today's game between Mexico and Finland.
They won the toss, receive.
Finland has won the coin toss and will receive. They elect to take the ball. So we'll see the Mexican defense on the field from the start of the game. It's the first team not to defer to the second half since the start of the tournament. Notice before the game that number 32, Rutala, was getting taped up on the sideline. I think he got beat up a little bit in the last couple of games, running the ball hard and playing linebacker. Hope it's nothing too serious with him. Good athlete. Here comes the kicking team for the Mexican team. Mexico is in green.
One of them teams, coach, that hasn't kicked off too much yet. This will be their second kickoff.
That's true.
I think their kicker has good leg strength. Excellent team speed on their coverage unit. See how Finland can match up as far as trying to create a crease for the returner.
Fernando Rivacala Torres with the kick deep into the end zone for touchback. It'll go through the uprights, under the uprights, not through them.
Returners wasn't quite deep enough.
Kicks the ball through the finish end zone for a touchback. First down and 10 from Finland's 20-yard line.
Bring up a 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line of Finland.
In America, we set that at the 25. I don't know whether that's a mistake or that's exactly how it's being ran.
It's been ran that way the entire tournament, Coach. I formation, ball given to Ruski. Up the middle for no gain. They'll even mark him at a half a yard loss.
Short run by Finland's Ruski Matti.
Defensive line.
We're going to have 2nd down and 10.
Stuffed up play right at the line of scrimmage, obviously. Number 92, defensive tackle inside.
Quite a big boy, that 192. Jonathan Colorado de la Peña. Once again, I formation. Try to run the ball with Ruski. Once again, brought down by big defense.
Carrying the ball for Finland. Stopped by
brought down by number 93.
For no gain. Given a loss of 1 yard, so we're going
Francisco Kraus, Young Gonzalez on the stop.
Mexico had great pressure on Sweden from the outside in their first game. We'll see how Finland matches up with that outside pressure.
Double slot for the Finns, 3rd and 13. Pass out to and completed the 22-yard line from Bernson to Sinu, number 21. Bring on the Finnish punting team.
So we're going to have a 4th down situation coming up for Team Finland.
A low punt, crosses the 50-yard line, bouncing towards the sideline. It'll go out of bounds at the 46.
The punt is out of bounds on Mexico's 46-yard line, where
Good field position after the kick for the Mexican team.
come onto the field.
31 yards of net gain for the punt team.
First and 10 for Mexico. Hand off to the running back, number 1.
Run by Mexico's number 1.
Sierra Lopez.
Sierra Lopez. It's a gain of 6 yards. And we're going to have second down and 4 coming up. Second and 3, actually.
Alejandro Garcia Blancas is the quarterback for Mexico at the start of the game. Garcia makes a pass to number 4. Guerrera Gonzalez for a gain of 25-yard line, or 25, brought up to the 35-yard line of Finland.
Mexico. The ball is spotted on Finland's 34-yard line.
Staying with the spread formation, single back is Garcia in the Mexican offense. Looking to throw the ball. Center screen. Complete. Brought down near the first down marker.
Pass completed to Salvador Sierra Lopez.
Sierra Lopez on the reception.
Of 5 yards, almost 10 yards actually. And,
Beautifully executed middle screen.
Yeah, he ran
number 9.
ran up there, looked kind of appeared as a check down underneath those vertical routes.
Second down and 1 coming up for Mexico.
Second down and 1 for Mexico from the 26-yard line. Garcia throwing again, complete to number 35. Gerardo Elizondo Gonzalez.
Pass completed for a first down. Number 15, Gerardo Ramos Pastrana on the reception. First and 10, Mexico.
Inside receiver cleared out for him. He ran a simple little in route and then made up more yards after the catch for a fine gain.
Brings up first and 10 from the 13-yard line.
A trips left formation.
Garcia hands off up the middle to number 3, Alberto Lopez Silva.
Alberto Lopez Silva. The ball is spotted on the 3-yard line for Team Mexico.
Falls
Second
down on
coming up.
third 3-yard line, brings up third and 1 yard to first down. Excuse me, second and 1 from the 3-yard line. Garcia option left. Walks into the end zone unmolested is
Gonna walk in.
Alberto Lopez.
Simple little sprint option play. Quarterback getting rid of the ball quickly, getting it in the hands of his running back. Followed his interference into the end zone. Very satisfying drive for team from Mexico.
6:27 remaining in the first quarter play. Score 6-0 to Mexico, leading Finland. This World University of American Football Championship. The kick is up and through the uprights and good, which brings us to 7 points for Mexico. Good drive by the Mexicans there, Coach.
Yes, sir. Great mixture of run and pass. We're able to run to the outside. They're able to run the inside zone. Completed particularly short passes, that kind of thing. So went very well for them.
Almost looks like the Mexicans are using this game to go through the entire playbook. I haven't run the same play twice yet.
Like to see the returners from Finland be a little bit deeper this time.
Well, they're still lining up on the 10-yard line.
Boys feel it's easier to come up on the ball than it is to go back on it.
Drawn to Heckley back to return. Fernando Ruvacala Torres to do the kicking for Mexico. Good straight kick down the left side. It's going to bounce a couple times. It's touched by Heckley. Heckley brings it up, gets hit at the 10-yard line for a loss of a yard. They'll mark him down at the 9-yard line.
Good kick by Mexico. Returned by Finland's number 11, Marcus Heckley. And Team Finland will be back on offense from a difficult position. First down and 10 on the 8-yard line.
The outside coverage ran right through the blocks. Ran right through the blocks and made the tackle. I'm sure Team Finland is not very satisfied with that return.
Finland out in the I formation. Split left receivers. Hand off to the fullback, Rotila.
It's a fumble on the play. But still finish ball. It's going to be second down.
Apparently it was fumbled on the handoff. Good coverage by the Finnish team to recover the ball. Bring up a second down. Be second and 12 for the Finns now.
Those inside tackles of Team Mexico have been very productive so far.
They're not just big, they're fast also, Coach.
Play with low pads.
That's the way you like to see it. Handoff once again up the middle, this time to Drosky. For a,
on the play, we're going to have a third down coming up for Team Finland.
They'll mark it as a short loss, a couple of inches. Bring up third down and 12.
I know Finland probably didn't want to throw the football on first down here in their territory, but that may be what they have to do. I don't know.
Good crowd
early in the game.
Good crowd of students coming through the gate, and the stands are filling up quickly. Mexico quick off the ball. Complete out the Heckley on the left side for a gain of about 5 yards, but not quite enough.
For a gain of 4 or maybe 5 yards. Well, we're going to have a fourth down situation coming up for Team Finland. Fourth down and 7 for Team Finland from their own 11-yard line.
Finnish punting team on the field, standing in his own end zone. Low snap, low kick. It's going to bounce near the 45-yard line. They'll be marked down at the 47 of Finland. Great field position for the Mexican team. Surprised he got the kick that far out, Coach.
Yeah, it was about a 35-yard net gain, 36, I believe, actually. Now that I see where the ball is spotted. He had to get rid of it in a hurry. He had good inside pressure coming at him. Pretty much a one-step punt.
New formation for Mexico. Looking for the screen. Out to the left side. Taken by number 7. Still on his feet. Gained down to the 30-yard line. Jose Mario Sanchez Padilla on the reception.
Quick screen to the inside slot. Very effective.
Good speed.
Outside receivers doing a great job of blocking.
Good speed by the quarterback, planting his feet and getting the ball out as fast as possible. Garcia back to throw once again, looking down the middle. Wide open to the running back.
Another
Lopez.
check down to his running back, Coach.
6 yards, 7 yards on the play.
Checked his reads and wasn't satisfied with those, so he checked down to his running back who had checked off no linebacker blitz. So he filled the middle hook area.
Trips right for the Mexico offense. Single back. Looking to throw once again is Garcia. Through the defender, caught by number 88. Heading for the end zone and through into the end zone. Touchdown, Mexico.
Touchdown, Mexico.
Yeah, that was a 22-yard play, probably about 6 or 7 yards on the pass. The rest of it was run. Effective running after the catch.
Number 88 awarded with the touchdown. I'll try to pronounce this properly. Pedro Leonardo Magallanes Alanes. I hope I said that correctly. My apologies if I did not.
I don't know whether you did or not, but you got closer than I would have.
Extra point attempt. Kick is up. Through the uprights and good. Brings us to 14 with 2:40 remaining in the first quarter of play of game number 5 of the World University American Football Championships in Uppsala, Sweden.
Okay, Finland needs to get something going here. I'd like to see him get a return out here, even if I'd like to see him get effective wedge set up, get the returner with the ball in his hands, and see what they can do with it.
New returner in the backfield with Rontu. It is Sinu. That kid, number 21's got some speed if he can get a hold of the ball.
Well, he's going to have a chance to catch it, I think.
Normally a receiver, watch him run his routes. He's quick getting downfield. See if he does the same on a return. Long kick down deep, taken at the goal line by Sinu. We get a chance to see him coming up. Oh, he got hooked by one hand there at the 15. Good strong grip on that Mexican defender. They'll mark him down at the 17-yard line.
16-yard line. First down and 10, Finland.
So far, the coverage has been better than the blocking on the return units.
Finnish offense starting from the 17-yard line. Once again, I formation. Rotala and Ruski in the backfield. Hand off to Rotala. Off the right side. Good penetration by the Mexican defense once again.
No gain on the play.
They'll mark it as a short gain of about a half a yard.
Gain of 1 yard on the play. Second down and 9 yards to go.
Once again, I formation for the Finns. Barnson, the quarterback, looking to throw the ball, throwing it deep down the left side. Overthrows his intended receiver, Heckley.
Incomplete pass from Sebastian Berntsson. Pass intended for
Nice tight spiral, just overthrew it a little bit there, Coach.
Yes, he's pretty well covered too. Not that he's had a whole lot of choices so far, but if the pass would have been there, I'm not sure it would have been completed.
Brings up a 3rd and long for Finland.
Quarterback's at the sideline getting the call from his coach. Play clock's kicking down. They still got plenty of time. Although he's going to have to speed it up a little bit.
He's having a discussion with the line judge here.
Must be going to call a timeout.
Don't know why they did that. The play clock wasn't rolling at all. Why they waited for that clock to roll down, unless there's a scoreboard clock didn't move a second. Or maybe they're planning on distracting the Mexican team with taking a timeout with the cheerleaders.
It was an incomplete pass, but the play clock was going down.
The play clock was going down, but the game clock wasn't.
It was an incomplete pass the play before, so it should have been stopped.
Yeah. So that really doesn't matter waiting for 3 seconds on the play clock for calling a timeout.
Well, okay.
Or maybe they just want that extra 25 seconds. Never question the head coach. Is that right, Coach?
No, not at all. It's a big play for Finland. If they can make a first down here, run the clock down a little bit, well, then they might have a little bit better wind advantage when it comes to either kicking or throwing.
Spread formation, fumble on the snap. Bernson covers it.
That's very disappointing if you call a timeout and set up a play and you have a bad snap exchange between a quarterback and snapper. It's very disappointing
Finland is going to have a 4th down
for the team from Finland, I'm sure.
11 yards to go.
Hopefully they can get over here and get things organized a little bit and be a little bit more productive.
Brings up 4th down, and the punt team is on.
So for their sake.
Punter kicking from his own goal line. A little bit more time for him to get the kickoff this time, but it looked like somebody might have got a hand on it. Ball will roll out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
The punt is out of bounds on Finland's 42-yard line.
About a 20.
Down and 10, Team Mexico.
About a 27-yard net gain there.
1 minute, 5 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play at the 5th game of the 2014 World University of America Football Championships here in Uppsala, Sweden. Mexico 1st and 10 from the Finnish 42-yard line.
They haven't threw the ball deep yet. I'm looking for that for too long.
motion. Handoff, jet sweep, left side. Nowhere to run. Good block by the Mexicans. That was one heck of a block there, Coach.
He did a good job, but actually missed him the first time. He come back on like a crate back.
A gain of 7 yards on the play.
I'll
Second down and
replay this one for you.
coming up.
Good block by the Mexican offensive line.
He slipped the original stock block, only to get cracked later on from the same guy. It was a good second effort on the part of the the player from Mexico, number 38.
Garcia looking to throw short pass the left side in the flat to number 4.
Pass to number 4.
Guerrera Gonzalez.
Enough for a first down, Team Mexico. The ball is spotted on Finland's 27-yard line. First and 10, Mexico.
Brings up a first down for the Mexican team from the 28-yard line. Spread formation, single slot on the left. Be a false start by the Mexican team there.
Flag on the play.
False start. Mexico, number 69. 5 yards penalty. Repeat it down.
So a penalty against Team Mexico, a loss of 5 yards. We will have first down and 15 yards to go.
Brings up a first and 15 for Mexico. Pass to the right side. Caught. Missed
Running
it,
back in the flat.
missed it by the
Pass completed
scissor lift in front of us. I couldn't see it.
Running back in the flat, Coach.
Not enough for a first down. We will have second down and 5 yards to go.
Brings up a second and 5 for Mexico.
Simple little arrow type route. Good first down play. Leaves your whole playbook open.
Bring the end of the first quarter play.
End of the first quarter.
So far,
The first quarter of the
Finland hasn't produced very much at all from offense.
over. Mexico
No, they've been pretty well stymied by the interior of the defensive team from Mexico's interior line. It's haven't been able to move them out of the way. They haven't really penetrated so much, but they certainly haven't been moved off the line of scrimmage either. And that's they're either going to have to change up, do a little trap blocking, do something off tackle, or throw the ball on first down or something when they get the ball back. From looking at this team from Mexico in the past, I don't know that you can do misdirection very easily on them either. Trips left.
Second down and 5 for Mexico after the end of the first quarter. Garcia back to throw. Going deep down the center. Up in the end zone. Caught. See if they'll call him to reception. Yes, it's a touchdown.
Receiver on a single side random post, and
Big tall receiver, number 85.
For 6 points on the board for Team
So we can't get
Mexico,
you a name
now
here.
leading the game 20 points to 0.
Was it 85 or was it the 88? 88 it must have been, so we'll give it to him. Magallanes Alanis on the reception. Kick is up and good. Brings us to 21.
The red numbers on the green jerseys are just a little bit hard to distinguish.
On a green field, yes.
Yes, it is a green field for sure.
Mexico lining up for kickoff.
Then again, it might have been a number 35 I was looking at. Gerardo Elizondo Gonzalez. Hard to distinguish between an 85 and a 35 from 40 yards away. Torres kicks it into the end zone. Touchback signal.
Kick into the end zone means a touchback.
Ball will be placed on the 20-yard line.
Offense from their own 20-yard line. First down and 10 Finland.
Team Mexico in a cover 3 look.
Finland sticking with their I formation, running with Ruski.
Straight up the middle. We're going to have a second down and just under 10 yards to go for Finland.
Short gain on the play.
Team Mexico is daring them to throw the ball. Trips right.
We'll get an encroachment play there after the reception. They'll mark it as a gain.
Short pass completed, but we have a flag on the field and there's a penalty on the play.
Defensive side. Mexico. Number 99. 5-yard penalty. 10 seconds out.
So a penalty against Team Mexico means 5-yard gain.
5-yard penalty against Mexico. Moves the ball up. It'll bring up 2nd and 5 for Finland.
First mistake Mexico's made.
That's pretty much the most offense we've seen today out of Finland also, Coach.
I was thinking the same thing. I really didn't want to say it.
Burnson back to pass over the middle, tipped ball.
Incomplete pass for Team Finland.
Sidney looking for a flag, but it'll never happen off a tipped ball.
Third down and 5.
It was a good looking slant route though.
Burnson over talking to his coordinator once again. Gets a play, comes back to huddle. 10:41 remaining in the half. Finland 3rd and 5 from their own 25-yard line. Trips right once again for Finns. Martinson looking to throw. Quick pass out, caught by number 12.
Going to be about a yard short.
Marcus Siskonen. Brings up a 4th and 1 situation for Finland.
But it's not enough. It's a 4th down and short for Finland. Tackle made by number 28, Jaciel Ruiz Espinosa. It's a 4th down and short for Team Finland.
They've been getting good inside pressure on these punts, and I think they've got at least 3 men coming inside.
They got 2 men back to return in short field.
The guy off the ball may also decide to come.
Short punt, drop down out of bounds at the 45-yard line. See where they mark it. They'll mark it right at the 45.
By Sebastian Berntsson, no return on the kick. Mexico will have a 1st down and 10 from their own
26-yard gain.
yard line.
Or net gain on the change of possession. Team Mexico is starting in their own territory, although it is excellent field position to begin a drive. Double slot formation.
1st and 10 for Mexico from the 45-yard line. Snap back to Garcia. Hand off to Lopez, who's still on his feet over the 40-yard line of the Finns. Down around the 38.
For a 1st down by Salvador Sierra Lopez.
They'll mark him down at the 39.
10 for Mexico from Finland's 39-yard line.
Offensive line doing a great job of coming off the ball there for Team Mexico. Left side of the line created a lot of space for the running back. Double slot again.
Once again,
Same play.
Lopez, the ball carrier, still on his feet, going to the right side. Finally brought down near the 10-yard line.
Great run by Salvador Sierra Lopez for 1st down and more.
Same play, but the running back
Will be spotted
chose
on
to cut it back.
Finland's
Opened up very
11
effectively
yard
for
line.
him, and he did an excellent job of following his interference on downfield.
Tackle was made by Valtteri Arvonen, number 91. 1st down and 10, Mexico.
Wind picking up a little bit off our right shoulder.
This has been, what, 22, 23-yard gain, something like that? Trips left, running back left as well.
Handoff once again to Lopez, unmolested into the end zone.
Touchdown, Mexico.
Excuse me, Sierra Lopez.
Number 1, Salvador Sierra Lopez, untouched into the Finnish end zone for another 6 points on the
3
board
big
for
runs in a
Mexico.
row. Show you the last one here again.
Have an extra point attempt.
Unmolested.
Not only was the running back untouched, he never made a cut. He ran a straight line. Pretty good,
Touchdown, Mexico.
pretty effective blocking on the part of the offense.
Rabakava once again blocked this time.
The extra point attempt is blocked by Team Finland, so no extra point for
8:42
Mexico.
remaining in the half with Mexico.
Watch that on the replay. I think it was a fairly low kick.
Have a score of Mexico leading the
May
game
not have been
27 points
as
to
much a
0.
protection issue as it
With
was
8:42,
kick.
8 minutes, 42 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
There was a player from Finland that did get a hand on it, getting up in the air. Score 81, perhaps 91. Like to see the wedge aspect of the Finnish team line up a little deeper, as well as the returners. See if they can get a little timing on their return.
Torres to do the kick. It'll be taken by Rontu at the 10-yard line. Hit hard at the 20. They'll mark it down at the 21-yard line.
22, Rontu. The ball will be spotted on Finland's
That's the best return we've seen today
First down and 10, Finland.
from the Finnish team.
Yes.
Finn started to move the ball a little bit there in the last drive. See if they can't pick up where they left off.
They may have to throw the ball on first down. I know I've said that several times. I don't want to keep repeating myself, but it seems to me to be what they're going to have to do.
Handoff to Drosky in the backfield. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
Straight up the middle for no gain. We're going to have second down and 10.
Excellent play by the defensive end there. Collapsing down the line of scrimmage. Make the tackle. 97. Mario Soto. That was a very productive play.
Completed to number 12, Markus Siskonen.
Completion to Siskonen.
7 yards on the play. We're
Gain
gonna
of
have
7
third
on
down
the
and
play.
3 yards to go.
3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3 for the Finnish team.
Mexico in a 4-3. Sometimes cover 2 behind it. Looks like it's cover 3 at this time.
Blitz coming.
Coming with the blitz.
Incomplete pass from number 5.
Incomplete pass by Bernson.
Looked like it was checked down to a hot route, but it was incomplete.
Brings out the bunting crew once again for the Finns.
Sometimes you have to take progress in small steps and small increments, and at least they had one very productive play that particular series, so hopefully they can build on that.
Espinosa Carvajal and Sanchez Badia on the 40-yard line waiting for the punt. It'll go out of bounds near the 40-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 36-yard line.
Well, on the 50-yard line.
Uh-huh.
So Team Mexico take
That's
it
a
over.
generous mark by the referees there.
50-yard line.
I'm not sure how that happened at all, but I'm sure Team Finland will take that.
They'll mark the ball right at the 50-yard line. Mexico 1st and 10 from the 50. Handoff to the running back, number 3.
Run for just over 10 yards by
Alberto Lopez Silva.
Enough for a first down for Team Mexico.
Got a Finnish player down on the field. Medical crew is checking on him. Good hard run for a first down. 10-yard gain by Lopez.
Offensive line coming off the ball very well.
Yes. Here's a repeat of that play. Good hard running, shoulder square, makes his cuts. Finnish player number 9, Antero Kivinen. Probably just got the wind knocked out of him. Coming off the field of his own power.
Running back had his pads down low, delivered a pretty good blow. I think number 9's okay though. Probably be back in the game after a while.
First and 10 from the 39 for Mexico in Finnish territory.
Tight end's right, slot left.
Quarterback number 14 rolling to his left, throwing quickly to the intended receiver, number 82.
Pass from number 14,
Jose Manuel Fernandez Chavez is the
Second and 10
quarterback.
coming up.
Ball intended for Tovar Alegria.
Good pressure on the outside from the Finnish player. Outside linebacker wasn't fooled by the boot action.
Two totally different styles of quarterbacks here. Fernandez a little bit more mobile than Garcia was.
Flag on the play.
Look at an illegal formation here.
False start. Mexico, number 59. 5-yard penalty. Repeat it out.
Penalty against Team Mexico. A loss of 5 yards. Means we're going to have second down and 15 yards to go.
5-yard penalty against the Mexican team. That brings up second and 15 for Mexico from the 44-yard line. Motion out of the backfield. Fernandez looking to go deep with the ball, but gets the ball blocked down. Good defensive play by the Finnish team.
The pass is
Put the running back in motion, run a wheel route on the outside with him. I don't know for sure if the quarterback was throwing to him, but he's definitely looking in that direction.
We have a third down situation coming up for Mexico. 3rd and 15.
3rd and 15 from the 46, or excuse me, the 44-yard line for Mexico.
Empty backfield.
Mexico looking to throw the ball, going intermediate down the right side, see if they'll call that a catch.
Looked to me like the ball hit the floor.
Completed to number 88, Pedro Leonardo
Linesman Magnuson calls it complete.
Alanis. First down and 10 Mexico from Finland.
Here we got a replay of it, a little bit in slow motion there at the end. Beautiful catch.
From the
Good call by the
26-yard line.
official. Good call by the official. Yeah, his hands underneath.
Moves the chains, brings up a first down from the 26-yard line for Mexico. Trips left for Mexico. Looking to throw once again, going deep down the right side. Through the hands of the defender, almost picked off.
Almost intercepted by number 20,
UC Type Amala.
But it is an
defender.
incomplete pass for Mexico. We have second down and 10 coming up.
Made a fine break on the ball.
Ball intended for number 6 on Mexico. Ricardo Cervantes Chavez. Once again, trips left. Fernandez back to throw the ball. Looking left, looking right. Has nowhere to throw. Decides to finally put it down the middle of the field where no one is.
Another incomplete pass from Mexico's number 14, Jose Manuel Fernandez Chavez.
Play took a long time to develop. Brings up a third down and 10 for Mexico.
Third down coming up for Team Mexico, 3rd and 10.
Fernandez to the sideline to get his play. Empty backfield. Fernandez looking to go downfield once again. Puts it down the field, caught, almost caught.
Another incomplete pass for Team Mexico. 4th down and 10 coming up. The ball is on Finland's 26-yard line.
Quarterback was right
Brings up
on
fourth
target
down.
that time, but
They'll bring the kicking unit on the field.
good defensive play.
Check. Check. Check.
Ruvacalba Torres, we'll see how good his leg is from here. It's a
43 yards.
43-yard kick. Ball is down, kick is up. It's got the distance. Little bit wide right.
The field goal attempt is no good.
He's got the leg for it.
That was a good stand by the
5 minutes,
Finland
12
defense
seconds
there.
remaining in the first half. Mexico
Hopefully
leading
they can
Finland
get a first down or two here and
27-0.
feel better about their team progress.
5 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the first half of play of game number 5 of the World University American Football Championship in Sweden. Score 27-0, Mexico over Finland at this time. Hand off to Roski in the middle. No gain.
Inside run by Team Finland. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 coming up.
Bring up 2nd and 10 for the Finns. Once again back to I formation for the Finnish team.
Heavy pressure on the Finnish quarterback, leading to a sack. Several Mexican
Good pressure by the Mexican defense there. Brings up a 2nd and 17 for the, excuse me, 3rd and 17 for the Finnish team. Ball is at the 20-yard line.
Our public address announcer described that as heavy pressure. I think he was pretty accurate, Coach.
Very, very accurate.
Mä en tajunnut just katsoa sen. Vähän liian myöhässä olin niinku tulemassa siihen. Äijä pääsi just vetää siihen niinku. Olisin ollut ehkä pari jaardia niinku eteenpäin.
Flag on the play there.
Silloin oli just siinä, että kun otti palloa kiinni. Finland, number 5. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
3 minutes, 38 seconds remaining in the half. A play, we'll try to get a bit of an interview with the Mexican coach, Mexico head coach at the halftime break.
Still 3rd down.
down and 23 yards to go for the
Timeout, Finland.
Finnish team. We have called a timeout.
Finland's second timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, onto the field, Phantoms cheerleading.
A little bit of a yo-yo game for the Finnish team in the last couple series. Moving the ball, not moving the ball.
I think there was some discussion with the quarterback whether or not the play clock had been reset to 40 seconds when that last penalty occurred, and I didn't have to look at it, so I couldn't correct it whether it was or not. This team has attracted a little bit of attention as the tournament has went along. Coach, the team that's on the field now performing.
The Phantoms cheerleading squad.
Se hyppäsi siellä vähän. Sitten suoraan tänne näin niinku kylläkin hyvä.
18 seconds on the play clock. Finnish team hustling out on the field. Single back. 3 receivers to the right side. Looking to throw is Barnson. Through the hands of the intended receiver and the defender behind, who almost had a pick off there.
For Team Finland.
0 for 2 on that particular throw.
Batted down and
Brings up a fourth down. The punt team will once again enter the field.
We'll have fourth down and long coming up.
Return man not even.
Wonder if Team Finland would have to run a fake here.
Barnson, the punter, gets the ball out near the 46-yard line is where it will be down by
No return on
Finnish
the
player
kick.
number 20.
Team Mexico.
Kick from the 15, line of scrimmage, so it'll be a 31-yard
First down and 10
net
from
gain
Finland's
for their punt team.
46-yard line.
Punted from that end zone quite a few times today.
Yes, they have. Well, they held them to a field goal attempt on the last possession. See what happens here. Seen this formation quite a bit today from the team from Mexico.
Fernandez gives the ball to number 3, Lopez.
Run by Mexico's number 3.
Gets the gain of about 7 yards.
Right side of the line that time. Excellent movement.
They'll mark it as a 6-yard gain.
Big offensive tackle. Doing a pretty good job of road grading, as they say in the United States sometimes.
Fly on the road. Once again, Fernandez back looking to throw, going deep down the right side. Wide open receiver, caught in the end zone. Touchdown.
That was
Mexico.
Great concentration.
Ricardo Cervantes Chavez credited with the touchdown.
Great concentration. Excellent fade route.
Good pass by the quarterback, Jose Manuel Fernandez Chavez.
He threw it out there just like a lot of people wanted to. Got his shoulder wide, the quarterback, or excuse me, the cornerback can't get to it.
Good concentration to put his feet together and concentrate on the ball. Extra point is good.
The kick is good.
Brings the score to 34-0.
Mexico converting the
Mexico
extra
over
point,
Finland.
and the score is now 34-0.
And the ruling is 35 and the clock rolls.
Is that right?
So we're 1 point away from
We
that.
have 2 minutes and 21 seconds remaining in the first half.
2:21 remaining in the half. Mexico leading 34-0 over Finland. We'll try to get the head coach of Mexico on the headsets. Just got confirmed that Horacio Garcia will be interviewed by us at the halftime. Rablokawa's kick is taken at the 10-yard line by Heckley. Bit of a return.
Good return by
That's the best middle wedge they've had set up.
Finland's number 11.
Brings it up to the 27-yard line.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
27-yard line. First down and 10.
Good
Finland.
coverage. Just better blocking that time.
You got an injured Finnish player down on the field. He tried to get his arms up. I think he got the wind knocked out of him. Heckley, ball carrier. .216 remaining in the half. Mexico leading 34-0 over Finland. Finland first and 10 from their own 27-yard line.
Slot right, high.
Barnson hands off to running back number 7.
Ball's on the floor.
New running back. Have a fun name for this kid.
A run by Team Finland. No gain on the play. We're going to have second down.
Irakisananen. Ball carrier.
He lost a couple yards.
Marking down as a loss of 2.
Almost 2 yards. So we have
Brings up second and 12.
Coming up.
Gonna have to hurry to get this play off.
3 seconds on the play clock. Timeout called by quarterback on the field.
Timeout, Finland. The third and last timeout.
That'll be their third and final timeout of the half.
Timeout for Finland, ladies and gentlemen, onto the field. Please give it up for Phantoms cheerlead. Yep.
A little bit of hurry up by the Finnish team there. They probably could have got the ball off if they tried hard enough.
Sometimes when the quarterback comes to the sideline to get the play, it does take a little extra time. So we understand how that could be somewhat of an issue. Also, from the Finland's point of view, their whatever they went to hasn't worked too well yet, so it's probably just a little bit difficult trying to figure out what we would do on a run to be successful.
Tear whistle blown by the referee.
Trips right.
Handoff to Ruski.
A run straight up the middle by Team Finland. No gain on the play. 3rd down and 11 coming up.
We'll mark it as a half-yard loss there.
Perhaps they want to keep the clock running at this point. Play clocks are off now.
Trips left for the Finnish team. Single back. Berntsson hands off once again to Roski.
A run by Team Finland, short gain on the play. We're going to have 4th down and 10 yards to go.
Brings up 4th down with 39 seconds on the clock. Game clock is ticking down.
Please kill the play clock.
I think Mexico, Team Mexico has called a timeout. I don't know how much time was on the clock when they did.
Clock is being asked to start again. There's 25 seconds left. Finns can more or less just stand on the field and nothing's going to happen. Five seconds remaining. That brings the end of the first half of play.
Mexico had not called a timeout because the clock.
They will get a delay of game penalty because there was 1 second left on the clock. I think the clock started at 27, Coach.
We have a delay of game. Finland, number 5. That comes also with a 10-second run-off. Mexico wants that. No time. 10 of the half. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the first half.
Brings the end of the first half of play for Mexico versus Finland in the 5th game of the
4 points to 0.
World Championship of University American Football. We'll shortly bring you an interview with the head coach of Mexico. A quick recap of the first half. What do you think, Coach?
I know I was confused there at the end. I wasn't sure what was going on, that kind of thing. But basically, pretty much all Team Mexico. Finland, a little bit of success there at the end of the second quarter. I don't know. I'll be interested in asking Team Mexico's coach if there's any part of their game plan that he doesn't feel has went pretty much as they preferred. But certainly another strong showing by Team Mexico. They've come out here and taken care of business, and I expect they'll continue to do that in the second half. But probably have a little bit more change of personnel, that kind of thing. But they played quite a few people already in that second quarter, so we'll see how that goes.
Coach Garcia, good first half of football there.
Yes, okay, it's very good.
Are you sticking with the game plan you started the day with, or
Yeah,
changed it a little bit as you went along?
No, it's a good place. It's very difficult play with a difference in the teams, but it's not a problem. We have in Mexico a good team. It's more speed to Finland, and that is the difference, the speed and the experience of the players.
I've noticed, Coach, up here in the box as well, that it seems to me like your interior defensive line is being very difficult for Finland to do anything with, that kind of thing. Do you consider them particular strength of your defense, or is it just one of the strengths of your defense?
Yes, our defensive lines players, it's players with very experience and a very speeds, and I talk. It's a difference. It's a difference in the teams. The speed and the experience is a difference.
Yeah, I certainly agree that the speed. I can't make testament to the experience like you can, obviously, but just the level of speed and the level of strength, that kind of thing, seems to be overwhelmingly in your favor, that kind of thing. And I noticed you substituted some in there in the interior line, but the performance certainly didn't drop off, that kind of thing. So not only do you have strength and experience, you have depth as well. And how do you feel about the depth of your team?
Yes. In this moment, with a talk with my team and say in the next middle, the offensive line is run. No more player pass, and we need to play very very difficult play with a difference in the teams.
Coach,
Okay, Coach.
we certainly appreciate what you said, Coach, and good luck in the future.
Okay.
Have a good second half, Coach.
Okay. Thanks. See you.
That was the Mexican head coach Horacio Garcia. We'll end our sending at this time and enjoy our break, and we'll be back for the second half within the next 10-15 minutes. Thank you very much.
Funkar bra, Fredrik. Nej, kommer ni inte upp? Va? Ja, jag gjorde ju det. Igår, kolla. Nästa då? Ja,
play of Mexico versus Finland in Uppsala, Sweden, the 2014 World University American Football Championship. Finland kicking off to Mexico. Low bouncing kick taken at the 25-yard line, pitched back to number 4. Running down the right side, still on his feet, open field, looks to be going all the way. And they take it all the way in the end zone.
Well, that's the first. We haven't seen a kickoff return for a touchdown yet.
80-yard return.
Nice return.
Well, we've got a flag on the field. Might bring it back.
The officials are discussing the play. I'm not sure what the violation is.
Big runs like that. Sideline interference. Interference from the sideline.
I didn't catch what the penalty was.
Sideline interference, Coach.
Sideline interference.
So no touchdown on the play due to a penalty on the Mexican sideline. Means that Team Mexico's offense will play their first down from the 31-yard line, from their own 31-yard line. First and 10, Mexico.
So that'll be marked down as an 11-yard return instead of an 80-yard touchdown return. Quarterback number 3 in for Mexico. Inside run.
Run by Sierra Lopez Salvador. Short gain on the play, about 2 yards. We'll have second down and 8 coming up.
Sierra Lopez, the ball carrier. Mexico's third quarterback in. Number 15, Gerardo Ramos Pastrana. After 56 seconds of play in the second half, Mexico still leading 34-0 over Finland.
I haven't been much help here, have I?
Oh, that's all right, Coach.
I've been finishing up my lunch. It was pretty good, I'll tell you that.
Ramos in shotgun looking to throw the ball. Quick pass outside into the hands of his receiver. Taken out of bounds short of the first down yard marker.
To number 88, Pedro Leonardo. Close to the first down marker, but not enough for a first down. We'll have third down and short.
Magallanes Alanes, the receiver. Ramos once again, the shotgun, hands off the ball to his running back, Sierra Lopez. Short of the first down. Brings up fourth down. Mexico sending the punt team on. Got to watch this punter in the warm-ups. Had a booming punting leg. Now we get to watch Mexico punt. Good booming high kick. Come down inside the 20, bounces out of bounds at the 1-yard line. No flags on the field.
Excellent punt by Team Mexico.
58-yard net punt. Very good. Super defensive series there for Finland to start the half. But excellent punt. Puts them deep in their territory, so we'll see what they can do offensively. Good effort by the defensive unit there.
Puts the Finnish offense in their own end zone. Got a Finnish player down on the field near the 20-yard line.
He's up.
Number 20.
Their starting cornerback, starting left corner.
UC Tai Palma. Good run play by the Finnish tailback. Gets out around the first down marker. They'll mark him down at an 11-yard gain. That's a first and goal for Finland.
That's a much-needed play. Get him out of that deep hole. Still not great field position, but certainly better than it was.
Put the ball on the 11-yard line. Give him a little bit of breathing room back there. High formation once again. Hand off to the tailback. Matti Airakisenen. Do apologize for any mispronunciations of the Finnish names. Single back trips right for Finland. Second down and 9. Looking to throw Barnson. Quick pass out through the hands of the intended receiver. Intended for Rotela.
That's a little bit of a testament to his versatility. He lines up as fullback. He also lines up out as a second slot in trips formation, plays linebacker. He's all over the field, contributes heavily to the team from Finland's offensive and defensive efforts.
And I was watching him tape up his ribs before this game. Once again, trips right. Barnson looking to throw over the head of Rutila.
incomplete pass for Team Finland brings up a fourth
Brings
down.
up 4th and 9 for Finland from the 11-yard line. Saw a bit of a spark out of that offense here.
Yes, it did. It had a great first play.
Punter kicking from his own goal line. Short punt, get caught in the wind. Coming down and taken at the 35 by number 18 of Mexico. Carlos Fernando Espinosa Carabal.
The ball will be spotted on the Finland's 35-yard line.
I believe the wind has picked up a little bit. It knocked that one down some. 17-yard net gain. No, excuse me. 22-yard net gain. I was thinking it was on the 30 or on the 30 instead of the 35.
Wind coming in from the southwest. Ramos looking to throw on the right side, but they're calling a
Flag on the play.
timeout by Finland. Or is it a timeout by Mexico?
Signaling Mexico. I'm not quite sure what was going on.
Timeout, Finland. The first timeout.
They're calling a timeout by Finland here.
So, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Phantoms Shirley.
Yeah, Coach saw a bit of a spark from the offense of the Finnish boys here.
Yep, and also they had a good defensive series at opening possession by Mexico, so somewhat better performance here. Hopefully that can continue from Finland's point of view, and I'm sure Team Mexico is probably trying to put those last few points on the board to get the running clock and bring it into this game so they can get ready for the next one.
Hand off to Lopez up the middle. Good blocking, gets a gain of about 15.
Run by number 3, Lopez Silva Alberto.
Excuse me, a gain of 11.
Nice deception by the quarterback there on the draw play.
The ball is spotted on Finland's 24-yard line.
Bring up a first and 10 from the 24 of Finland. Ramos and Lopez in the backfield. Ramos throwing out the screen pass to the right side to number 7. Out of bounds at the 20-yard line, a gain of 4 yards.
Pass caught by number 7, Sanchez Padilla Jose Maria.
Jose Mario Sanchez Padilla on the reception.
Second down and 7 coming up.
Team Mexico has employed those short passing routes on first down several times today. Put them in good position for their second down and third down calls.
Looking to run the ball is Ramos. Zigzagging back and forth, never really got touched. Ran the ball in the end zone. Score is now 40-0, Mexico over Finland. 7:25 remaining in the quarter.
He started on that sprint option, and when he found his crease, he planted his foot and cut upfield.
And as soon as that score was made, the clock started to roll. So it will be a running clock the remainder of this game.
High snap, but a good hold by the holder. Get the ball down. Good kick.
The holder is the starting quarterback, Alejandro Garcia Blancas.
Extending their lead. Score is now 41 points to 0 and 6 minutes 37 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Rutilla's on the starting kickoff team, return team as well.
I got him on the front row there as a blocker. I don't think he's come off the field at all today, Coach.
Not very much.
High kick. It's caught in the wind. Taken and down at the 24-yard line, 23-yard line.
Fumbled by the returner, but good heads-up play by number 91. Keep the ball from being turned over.
Their own 23-yard line. Please note that we now have a running clock for the remainder of the game with Mexico in a big lead.
High formation, double receivers on the right side. Hand off to the running back. Gets a bit of a gain. Still on his feet. Horde of green jerseys trying to get him down. They'll mark that as a 4-yard gain.
4 to 5 yard gain, depending on the ball spot.
Second down and 5 coming up.
All right, Kissanen, the ball carrier.
Good second effort on part of the tailback.
Single back, 3 receivers to the right side. Handoff once again to Rakasana.
Nice cutback.
Close
Nice
to the
cutback.
first down marker.
Finland's number 7, Matti Airaksinen. Close to a first down for Finland.
Matti Airaksinen.
Correction, we will have a first down and 10 for Team Finland.
And that brings a first down. Close enough for a first down. They'll give it to him.
First and 10, Team Finland.
Finland moving the ball closer and closer to midfield. First and 10 from the 34. Handoff once again to the outside, and it goes to Matti Airaksinen.
Nice strong side linebacker, Phil.
See if he got much of a gain there.
Read that.
Team Finland, no gain on the play.
Read that
They'll
play very well.
mark him at half a yard of a gain.
Second down and 10.
They're getting plus yardage. They're not going backwards, Coach, so that's a plus for their side.
Mexico's got their starting 2 defensive tackles in too, so it's not like they're making this progress against inferior people.
Quick pass outside intended for Sintu.
Incomplete pass for Team Finland.
Had him open, and if he could have caught it, would have been a third and short yardage instead of third and long.
Third down, 9.5 yards to go.
Trips to the open side of the field now, to their left side of Finland's offense.
Barnson looking to throw looking for a bubble screen. That's a live ball. They'll call it incomplete.
It's an incomplete pass. 4th down and 10 coming up for Team Finland.
Going to bring out the Finnish punting team once again. They'll be punting from the 34-yard line instead of their own end zone. One minute, 26 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Quick punt. Taken on the fly before it crosses the 50-yard line by number 8 of Mexico.
I'm not sure he was even looking at the ball. He turned around, it was there.
That was a line drive.
Good reaction on his part to catch the ball.
Miguel Montes de Ocameza
Yep.
on the return.
Very quick reflexes. Great field position.
Almost think that kid plays a little baseball.
Yes, sir.
That'll bring the clock down to 45 seconds.
Timeout, Finland.
With a timeout called by Finland.
So, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Phantoms Cheerlead.
Finland starting out the second half a lot better than they started out the first half.
Yes, they have. Been outscored 7 points, but nonetheless, that's, as you said, a lot more successful on both sides of the football. Kicking game has been a little bit different. Punting game has been in favor of Team Mexico with their 58-yard net gain, but has shown some improvement, definitely. So Team Finland's got to feel good about that, although I'm sure they are not going to feel good about things too much until they put some points on the board.
Team Finland's defense takes the field once again. Mexico with Lopez and Ramos at quarterback. Hands the ball off. Nope, he faked me out. He kept it himself, Ramos. Inside the 10-yard line. Good quarterback read option there.
By Mexico's number 15, Ramos Pastrana Gerardo.
Like the zone read.
First down for Team Mexico. The ball is spotted on Finland's 4-yard line. So first and goal.
Ball is down on the 6-yard line. First and goal, 6 yards to the goal line. Ramos looking to throw, puts the ball up into the corner. Wide open and free is the receiver. See if I can't get you a number.
Mexico. 6 more points on the board for Team Mexico, and we'll have an extra point attempt coming up.
Here's that play for you again. He just puts it straight up in the corner.
He was actually kind of waiting on the receiver to come open, I believe.
Touchdown Mexico, but he scored 47 at the end of the quarter. They'll kick the ball before they switch ends. Kick is up and no good. Wide left.
The extra point attempt is no good.
And that brings the end to the third quarter of play.
Mexico 47, Finland 0. Of the border.
Is now 47-0.
So that's the end of the third quarter. Teams will change
Mexico
sides,
over
and
Finland.
We'll continue with the fourth
In this
quarter.
5th game of the
Opening with a
World
kickoff.
University American Football Championship in Uppsala, Sweden. the kicking team of Mexico takes the field. Back to return is Sinhu and Rontu for Finland.
That wind picking up a little bit. It might hang up for a little this time.
Wind keeps changing direction. It's coming out of the southeast and west at different times. High kick. Taken at the 10-yard line by Sintu. Still on his feet, going up the right side. Finally brought down at the 35-yard line by number 45 of the Mexican coverage team. Owen Onan Ruiz Gomez on the stop. Burnson hands off to the running back. Roski for no gain.
Inside run by Team Finland. No gain on the play. Second down and 10 coming up.
Finland with trips left, single back. False start will be called against number 60 of the offense.
Hard count, drew the wrong guy offside.
You know it's a good hard count when you get your own guys jumping.
Penalty against Team Finland, a loss of 5 yards. So second down and 15 coming up.
Spread formation for the Finns, looking to go a little bit deeper on the ball this time, but not a very good throw.
Complete pass from Finland's number 5, Sebastian Larsson.
Ball intended for Heckley.
Trying a double move pattern that really didn't develop, but understand why the quarterback might try to force it in there at this point in the game. .906 remaining in the final quarter of play. 47-0 Mexico over Finland. Hand off to Roski up the middle. Gets back about a yard and a half. They'll bring up fourth down.
Finland's number 8, Matti Raski. 2 yards gained on the play, about 2 yards. We'll have fourth down and 13 yards to go.
In all fairness to Roski, I don't think he's ever been quite as healthy as he was for that first game. He hasn't looked quite the same.
No, not at all.
Many of Finland's players are going both ways and on special teams as well.
Short bouncing kick near midfield. Be down by Finland at the Mexico 44-yard line.
Team Mexico will play their first down from their own 44-yard line. First and 10, Mexico.
For those of you tuning in right now, the score is 47 0, Mexico over Finland. 7:38 on the clock. The clock will roll the entire second half of the game. Bit of an issue with the down markers. That's been ratified. Hand off to the running back, Lopez, still on his feet. Around the right side, going back to his left side, still up on his feet in the middle, finally brought down near the 34-yard line.
Impressive run by Mexico's number 3, Lopez Silva Alberto.
It'll be marked with the 24-yard gain there.
First down and more. First and 10 on Finland's 33-yard line.
Not only elusive and quick, he's a strong runner. Sprint option.
Ramos is option out to Lopez, is still on his feet, spins off a tackle. Still going strong, finally pushed out of bounds near the 5-yard line.
He won't go down with an arm tackle.
Lopez Silva Alberto on the play.
They'll mark him down at the 6.
Bringing the ball down.
Brings up a first and goal situation once again for the offense of Mexico.
Quarterback did a nice job of using up the pitch read.
Ramos looking for receiver number 19 and gets him.
Touchdown, Mexico.
Jose Manuel Barrios Ortega on their touchdown.
Number 19, Barrios Ortega, Jose Manuel, for another 6 points on the board for Team Mexico. And we have an extra point attempt coming up.
Once again, the low kick got tipped a little bit there.
The extra point kick is no good.
But it's a new kicker, number 33. Haven't seen him yet today. Armando
The score is
Giavon
Mexico
Fernandez.
53, Finland
That may
0.
be one thing that
Just under 5
the
minutes remaining in
Mexican
the game.
coaching staff wants to shore up a little bit before some of their other games, is that been unsuccessful on 3 of their extra points. That's the bad news. The good news is they've had a lot of them to try.
Brings the score to 53-0. Mexico over Finland. 4:20 remaining in the game. No. High kick in the middle, taken by Heckley near the 5-yard line. Brings it back on the outside. A little bit too slow. Got caught
Kickoff is returned by
near the
Finland's
19.
number 11, Marcus Heckley. Bringing the ball out to
We're wanting to
Finland's
return right,
20-yard
but
line, where the offense goes towards
outside
first down
coverage
and 10.
on the left side of Finland's return was able to knife in behind and make the tackle behind the wedge.
I always told the kids that I've coached that if you have to go left to get the ball, you're going left. Don't stop and change direction. If you have to go right to get the ball, you're going right. Here we go, 1st and 10 for Finland from the 20-yard line. Handoff up the middle, coughed up by
Ball's
Rutila.
out. Mexico has it.
Picked up by Mexico's number 28, still on his feet, got some blockers in front of him, tripped up finally at the 25-yard line.
I believe that was maybe a touchdown saving tackle too.
Jaziel Ruiz Espinoza.
Bring the ball down to Finland's 25-yard line where we'll have a 1st down and 10, Mexico.
Big running back Rutila still on the ground. Being helped up by his teammates. Ramos hands off to Lopez up the middle, gets a good block, a good push. They'll mark him down as an 8-yard gain. 2:25 remaining in the quarter.
Up the middle by Team Mexico, a gain of 7 yards on the play. We're going to have 2nd down and 3 from Finland's 17-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 2 from the 17. Ramos kneeing the ball, victory formation. I'll let the clock roll. I do believe the official clock and the game clock are not in sync. We'll see. Let the clock roll down as far as possible. Well, that brings us to the end of this 2nd half of play with Mexico and Finland. Score 53-0. 1 minute, 9 seconds remaining. As the running back knees the ball. That'll bring up 4th down.
Less than a minute remaining in the game. And of course, Mexico in a big lead. 53-0.
Well, anything to say about the 2nd half, Coach? Well, as we said earlier, in the half, Finland made some progress, was more effective, but still very difficult task to overcome the speed and depth of the team from Mexico. I do think it's good sportsmanship on the part of Team Mexico is to run this out and not try to score another meaningless score. It's, you know, the whole tournament has that distinctive Olympic flavor to it, in the fact that you got teams from different parts of the world lining up and competing against each other, have no common language barrier. And
the game is over. Mexico beating Finland 53 points to 0. We are going to ask the two teams to line up, and we will start by handing out most valuable player awards.
Yeah, we'll run through the the game here on the screen for you.
And we're going to start with Team Finland, of course.
First half of play.
Team. Ladies and gentlemen, the most valuable
Their
player
second half
for
play.
Team Finland in today's game is quarterback
Ramos
number 5, Sebastian
keeping the ball running in all the way.
that was that option play where he read the defense, planted his foot, got upfield. Here you're going to see him just wait till his receiver comes open.
Team Mexico, an offensive lineman, number 74, Fisher Ariano Farel Alejandro.
There you go, a big offensive lineman getting the MVP of Mexico. Like to see that, Coach.
I very much appreciate that.
Pavel Alejandro Fisher Arellano.
I think they could have given it to an offensive lineman. I think they could have also given it to a defensive lineman as well.